Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_ for live updates of all your Senators games and, of course, breaking news. As well, please check out seatgiant.ca and use code SENSTalk to get discounts on your Senators tickets. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed that Eugene Melnyk little video I made during the bye week. I put a lot of work and effort into that, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a special kind of video, well written in my opinion, and I got good feedback in the comments. So I'm glad you guys and girls enjoyed that video, and I had fun making it. Coming to this game, it was an 8-day lapse between the Senators' last game against the Leafs, where they defeated them 4-3, and tonight's game against the St. Louis Blues. A couple of topics we need to talk about before we talk about the game. Dion Phaneuf has been in trade rumors. Elliot Freeman speculated last week during Hockey Central pregame show or whatever. I tweeted it out. I got a lot of retweets and likes that Phaneuf is in the rumors. And then today on TSN 1200, Darren Drager added to the fire with gasoline, as there is indeed teams calling in on or kicking around the tires on Dion Phaneuf. This would be a massive trade for the Senators, not because Phaneuf has not played well this year. He has 3 more years on his contract with over $7 million on average due to him. So getting his bad contract off with the slow legs he has now and with his age would be miraculous. Now the Senators would probably have to take a contract back. But to get rid of that kind of contract would be very good for the long term for the Senators. Not that I don't like Dion Phaneuf, but it doesn't make sense for the Senators to keep cap hit like that. You need to sign Karlsson, you need to sign Stone and Duchesne. So Dion Phaneuf getting rid of that $7 million would really, really help things out. As well, Karlsson statement from Pierre Dorion. Pierre Dorion had a presser today, and he did say he believes Senators are still a playoff team. You can believe or not believe that. It's your opinion. It's his opinion. He said he's not shopping anyone around. No one in the locker room has asked for a trade. But he had an interesting statement when asked about Karlsson. He said the first priority is to sign Karlsson, which sounds good to Sens fans, but he had to add gasoline to the fire, like the rest of the Senators management and owner Eugene Melnyk had to say. But if there was an overwhelming offer on the table, he would potentially take it, and then brought up the Wayne Gretzky trade. Speechless. Stupidity by Pierre Dorion. You don't say in the presser before the game, when you're struggling to sell tickets, and there's so much speculation around the team, that you can potentially trade Karlsson. You openly say you might trade Karlsson if you get a good offer. That should never have been said. It should be, we're going to sign Karlsson, and we're going to do whatever it takes to sign Karlsson. I don't know what Pierre Dorion was thinking there. You can take it or leave that comment, but in my opinion, that was uncalled for and very, very stupid to say. But it was said, and as Sens fans, we're used to these stupid and idiotic comments being said. Let's get into tonight's game. Mark Borowiecki made his return. He would play on the third pairing with Thomas Chabot. The starting goaltenders for tonight's game is Carter Hutton for the Blues, who has played very well, .942 save percentage and below 2 goals against average. He's been spectacular this season. And for the Senators, Craig Anderson, 12-14-5 on the season, 30 with below 900 save percentage. To the first period we go. The Senators and the Blues, even after the first period, at 7 shots each. Senators, first periods and third periods have not been a problem, but to the second period we go, where the Senators have been dreadful. 6 minutes in, Tarasenko tips one past Anderson, 5-hole, he didn't see it. Shot from the point by Bertuzzo, was deflected off Tarasenko. No chance for Anderson as he didn't see it. 5-hole, no reaction, 1-0 Blues. Stastny with the second assist. And then 5 minutes later, Pietrangelo shoots and scores on his birthday, unassisted, assisted, I guess, by Craig Anderson. He swatted the puck away right to Pietrangelo, who shot it right past him. Sprawling Anderson couldn't stop it, 2-0 Blues. And then 4 minutes later, the dreadful third period for the Senators continues. Brayden Schenn is 18th of the year, backhands it, 5-hole on Anderson, a goal he should have stopped. But the Blues take the 3-0 lead by Steen and Vince Dunn. And Schenn puts the Blues up 3-0. Senators got no life. Bobby Ryan, 3-1. Always scoring against the Blues, this guy. Bobby Ryan assisted by Matt Duchesne, who's been playing very well as of late, and Cody Ceci. 3-1 Ottawa heading to the third period. It's interesting thing about Matt Duchesne. Pierre Dorion on the pregame show on TSN did say if Matt Duchene and Mike Hoffman get some chemistry and to continue showing that chemistry, that could affect a potential Mike Hoffman trade. That is good news, I guess. But trading Hoffman should not even be in the picture, in my opinion. But with the idiotic moves and idiotic statements the Senators have made, the organization has made, this can be something positive out of the whole mess around the team right now. To the third period we go. Senators don't really get anything going. For some reason, Guy Boucher plays Dumont and Pyatt instead of Carlson and Hoffman and Stone. I'm not the coach, but if I was, Hoffman and Stone, Bryan and Duchene would be out there, and Brassard would be out there, and Dzingel would be out there. Not Dumont, not Burrows. I don't know why they played. I don't know if the numbers say that or not, but they played a lot in that third period, in my opinion. Now I'll take a look at their time on ice. Dumont played over 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes. That's a little much. Slapik played 10 minutes, which is good. Burrows played 11 minutes. Johnny Oduya played 20 minutes. Johnny Oduya played 20 minutes. Let's take a look at Tom Chabot. Tom Chabot played, drumroll please, less than Johnny Oduya by a minute and a half. Now, it does not make sense for your best defenseman, best young prospect defenseman, to be playing less than a 35, 36-year-old who's been awful this year. Frederick Claesson was also scratched again, obviously. But yeah, I don't like the way the Senators are playing their players. Carlson almost played 30 minutes, which makes sense, but Stone only played 19. It's too well-rounded, in my opinion. You got to give your top guys the minutes when you're down by 2 in midway through the third period. They didn't do that. Come back to bite them. Minute and a half to go. Senators empty the net. They only have 5 men on the ice. Bench mistake. Put a guy out there, 6-on-4 now, after 20 seconds of the empty net. And then Steen shoots into the empty net, 8th of the year, assisted by Braden Shen. The Blues take the game 4-1. Senators continue their dreadful season. They followed 15, 19, and 7 on the season. And playoffs. Everyone can believe the playoffs. I'm looking at Kachuk. I'm looking at Dahlin, Svechnikov, Zadina, Hughes. This guy Hughes sounds good. I'm looking at the prospects right now. Do I want the playoffs? Yes. As a hockey fan, the playoffs are the best. It's the best sporting event in the world, not including the Olympics. The NHL playoffs, in my opinion, it's just so much drama. The crowd is insane. Even in Ottawa, when it's sold out, it's insane. But I don't really, realistically, it's nearly impossible to make the playoffs, first off. Secondly, it doesn't make sense to make the playoffs when you could get a top draft pick. And you got plenty of problems. You can get rid of your bad veterans like Dumont, and you can get rid of Duya. Probably they won't do that because they love them for some reason, but this could be a good year if they do the right things. But if they do the wrong things, this can continue to push the Senators from a contender for the playoffs to a contender for the seed. It's been 6 months since the conference final run, and they're looking at draft picks now in January, which is embarrassing. But if they do the right moves, they should be back in the playoffs next year, in my opinion. The shots and goals, 7-7 after the first period, 19-6 after the second for the Blues, 11-8 Blues third, 37-21 the final Blues. Face-offs, Ottawa, one of the better face-off teams in the league, 57.1%, 28 wins. Blues, 21 wins, 42.9. Ottawa's power play went 0 for 2, and the Blues went 0 for 3. Hits were 30-26 in favor of the Senators, with Mark Borowiecki back. He had 4 on the night. And the shots were 37-21 in favor of the Senators, the Blues. Interesting side note, Borowiecki got into a fight with the Blues after a big hit by Thorburn on Schlapik, who was okay. He came back into the game, and it looked like Brodziak bit his hand. There is video evidence, and he didn't make a statement about it. I'm not going to pull it up right now. I'll focus on the video. But that could technically be a fine, maybe even suspension to Brodziak. So Borowiecki definitely had an eventful night, and I'll give him the SENS Talk YouTube Star of the Night for the return. Really big hits, set the tone. It's a positive guy on the bench. For a first game back, it didn't look like he missed a game, in my opinion, so he looked pretty good. Anderson played well, minus that third goal. He played a pretty good game, but the Senators just didn't give him really anything. The first goal, he didn't see it. Should he have stopped it? Yes. Second goal, the paddle, he whacked it away. He didn't think the Pietrangelo to be there. I'm not making excuses. Anderson did not have a good second period, but overall he had a good game. And Borowiecki, he had a solid game as well. 3 stars of the game was a clean sweep for the Blues. 3rd star, Steen with a goal and assist. 2nd star, Vladimir Tarasenko with a goal. And the 1st star, Braden Shen with a goal and an assist. And the attendance for tonight's game was 14,002 people. So, attendance, you know what? It was 8 days they had opportunity to sell the tickets. So that's not good. It is a Thursday night. And the Senators suck this season. So, can you blame the fans for not wanting to go to games? As well, like I said in my previous video, a lot of the city's not getting paid right now. So when the team's not doing well, people are not going to show up. And when people are not getting paid, people are going to save their money for groceries for their families. So that's why in that video I was very mad with Eugene Melnick, and it made me a long time to make that video. But I thought in the bye week it would be a perfect time for me to make the video. And I think, in my opinion, I'm not trying to sound cocky, I think I made some key points that many of you can agree on. That it's not the Senators fans' fault. They're not showing up. You can blame the government. You can blame the commute to get to Canada. You can blame Eugene Melnick, and you can blame the product on the ice. There's plenty of things to blame except the fan base, who's been consistently top tier in the league. So give me a break when you say the Senators suck in fan base support. Senators have plenty of support. Put a good product out there. Make the arena downtown and get the city paying. Get the government paying the families in the city, and you'll see high numbers once again in Ottawa. But besides that, the Senators lose 4-1, and their next game is January 20th against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday Night Hockey. CBC, I assume? Probably. I'll see you then. That's going to be an interesting game, and hopefully we win that one because I don't want to lose to the Leafs. So thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at SENStalk_ for live updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. Please like us on Facebook with SENStalk. Add a search circles Ogogo plus SENStalk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like the video, share the video, wherever you share cool stuff. Please, please, please check out our website, SENStalkCentral.com. We update it every single day. As well, please check out our sponsor, cgiant.ca, and use code SENStalk to get discounts on your Senators tickets. Please click right here for the season playlist, right here for our most recent upload, and right here to subscribe to us. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you Saturday night when the Senators take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maybe we could talk something positive there. But right now, it's all negatives. I'll see you then. Go Sens go.